going on, everybody? It's your boy Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. A little bit of breaking news here. UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones has officially been suspended indefinitely and stripped of his light heavyweight championship. And you know what? Good on UFC. Not that this is a move that should have been debated at all, but this had to be done. A message had to be sent. They have protected this man for years. Jon Jones has a history now, a long history, going back 3 years of erratic behavior, suspicious behavior, stupid, bad decision-making. Back in 2012, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. They gave him the benefit of the doubt. When he crashed his Bentley into a friggin' telephone pole, he pled guilty to a misdemeanor and got off. No jail time. December of last year, he tests positive for booger sugar, for coke. For coke. Still goes on to defend his title, win in a match, and absolutely nothing happened to him because the test was conducted out of competition. That's fine. That's fine. But this was absolutely impossible to ignore. This man struck a car, allegedly, excuse me, I got to make sure I use the word allegedly, strikes a car of a 25-year-old pregnant lady. Probably drunk, allegedly drunk. Allegedly there's marijuana in the car. He gets out of the car, he starts to run away, goes back, grabs a stack of cash. Now, these are the reports that I've been reading. And then runs again. Hops a fence like a common thug. Like a common thug. Hops a fence to flee the scene. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Jon Jones continues to show himself as a guy who makes mistakes but doesn't want to pay the consequences for the mistakes. You know, he gets into the accident, even if he has pot in his system, even if he has crank in his system. I don't care if he's got, 5 gallons of freaking Jack Daniels in his blood right now. You stay at that accident and you wait for the police. You have to accept responsibility for what you did. It's plain and simple. At that point, look, you're a friggin' champion in a huge promotion, the biggest MMA promotion in the world, in a time and place in human history where there are cameras everywhere. You're not getting away with shit. You're one of the most recognizable men in sports. So an off-duty cop recognized him, and they got his ass. They got his ass. What, did he think that because it was a rental car, he wasn't going to get away? He was just going to slide past this? And he is so out of touch. He's so brash and completely disconnected from reality that while this was going on, after he was booked, after he was put in jail, he pays a $2,500 bond. So a judge definitely got greased there. $2,500 gets him out of jail, and then tweets that he still feels like he's going to be defending his title against Anthony Rumble Johnson in like 2 weeks. It's happening on May 23rd. May 23rd. His lawyer talks about how Jon just wants to get back in the gym. Of course he does, because he doesn't take responsibility for a fucking thing he does. This guy has no understanding of what consequences are anymore. And it's a damn shame. But you know what? UFC, while doing the right thing, and I'm glad that they took a little bit of time to make sure they did the right thing. They should have stepped in a hell of a long time ago to make sure this kid had his life together. When he tested positive for coke, he went into rehab for 1 day. 1 day. Why are they not making sure that something is not wrong? You know what I mean? Why are they not making sure that this is absolutely a corrected situation? This is crazy. This is crazy. So let's look at exactly what happened. Jones was allegedly involved in a 3-car accident Sunday morning. Witnesses said a man fitting Jones' description ran a red light, collided with another vehicle, and fled on foot. According to the police report, the man reportedly returned to the vehicle to grab a large handful of cash before fleeing a second time. A second time. So let's break this down for a second. This asshole, this unremorseful prick, smashes into a car after running a red light. Probably sees that it's a pregnant lady. Flees. Goes, oh fuck, my money. Runs back, grabs the cash. Doesn't throw it at the person he hit, of course. And runs again. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. What if this pregnant lady would have lost her child over this shit? What if he would have cost a life that wasn't even beginning as of yet? What the hell is the matter with this guy? And then he tweets out after, got a lot of soul searching to do. Sorry to everyone I've let down. No, you're not. You're not sorry. You haven't been sorry. You never will be sorry. And you know what? Some people out there might think what I'm saying is a little bit harsh. But this guy has a friggin' pattern of behavior that makes me and any rational-minded person see that he doesn't give a shit about anything that he does. He only cares about the consequences. He cares about getting caught. That's why it took him so long to step forward. He surrendered. Yeah, he surrendered after a warrant was filed for him. He didn't get out in front of it like a man should do. He didn't just stay at the site of the accident and take responsibility. Instead, he runs. He runs like a coward. Probably trying to figure out exactly how he can get out of all this. Believe me, I know UFC guys. I know what they do. They were probably thinking, is there any possible way we can keep him not only as the champion, not only still an active fighter, but can we still allow him to fight on May 23rd? Because believe me, if there was any way that they could, they would. UFC has shown in the past that they don't give a shit. And this is, maybe I'm being harsh on the UFC, but they've shown in the past, they don't care. They don't care. They will put guys out there that obviously shouldn't be there. They've done it before. They'll do it again. So as far as the fight goes, there will be a title match. There will be a title fight on May 23rd. It will be Anthony Rumble Johnson, and I'm glad they didn't cancel this fight because Anthony Rumble Johnson has paid his dues and worked his ass off for this fight. So he's getting it. Against the guy he's probably going to absolutely murder, and Daniel Cormier, who Jones did five-round decision back in December while friggin' just having coke in his system a couple of weeks before. Cormier gets that fight. Good for him. Good for him. Johnson, Rumble Johnson, whose story is actually one of redemption, whose story is actually one of a man who makes mistakes, couldn't make weight in the UFC at like 3 different friggin' weight classes. Gets sent all the way down to other promotions, leaves, rebuilds, comes back, learns from his mistakes, and now is about to become a champion. I think he was going to probably beat Jones anyway. I like Anthony Johnson. This guy is a goddamn monster. He's a monster. This dude shows that you can learn from your mistakes. Shows that taking responsibility for your actions usually pays off in the end. Jon Jones, you should get your life in order. That's the most important thing here. UFC has one obligation at this point, and that's making sure this kid, even if it's for their own benefit, even if it's for their own investment purposes, they have to make sure this kid gets right. Because he's not gonna on his own. He's shown it before. What do you guys think of Jon Jones? Am I being too harsh, or do I have it spot on, dead on, as it would be? Let me know in the comment section below. We got a lot going on today. I wanted to get this out of the way, talk a little Jon Jones action. I don't do a lot of UFC here, but big enough news, got to talk about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we'll see you a little bit later right here on Dead on Day Productions. Peace.